So I'm Scott Concilla, and this is my Tron Legacy build. These are two scenes from the movie. It's based off of, so 6 years ago, Lego put out this set. It was a Lego Ideas set, and I've always been a huge fan of the Tron franchise. They had, there was the original movie in 1982, sequel in 2010, and then in April of 2018, Lego put out this Fan Ideas set, and I bought several copies of it, being a huge fan. But at the time, I wasn't really a Lego builder. I just, really liked the movie, and I just bought lots of the sets. When I got back into Lego in 2020, after doing a lot of other stuff, I decided I wanted to do more with what I had here. And the first big build I did is this up here, which is the Tron Light Cycle Battle, which is kind of like the original set, which was just 2 light cycles, but rather it's now 6 of them in a battle scene. And I built this in January of 2022, so I built this a little over 2 years ago. Again, I'd always had the idea of just kind of building the full stadium type from the movie. So this was the first build that I did, large build that I did 2 years ago. The one below this then is, I built so much of this and I had so much extra pieces and things that over time I just kind of kept building more small stuff. Oh, let me build this. Oh, let me build that. So I had all these little things that were extra that were around this. And I was like, I could kind of take all these and turn it into another full scene. So that's what this is that I started this November of last year. So that's 5 months ago. And in some cases, this involved me tearing apart stuff I'd already built and then kind of rebuilding it and making it bigger. So like this was a 3x3, now it's 4x3. This was about that big. I made it bigger. This hallway was 2/3 of the size. And then did just kind of a full, in the Tron movie, it's the disc war, where they're throwing their identity discs at each other, trying to kill the other person, basically. So that's what this build is. And the only thing with this build, let me try that again. This build did not originally have lighting on it, so as I built this one and then knew I wanted to have lighting in it, I added the lighting to this so that now they're all lit up.
Very cool. I see you have many minifigures. Can you tell us where you got them?
So the original set, again, came with 3 minifigs. Over the last 4 or 5 years, I have just constantly been buying them up from Bricklink. So I've inadvertently caused them to be more expensive because there's not very many available anymore. These builds right now have about 200 minifigs in it. I still have more at home that are not in this. So there's about 200 minifigs. All the torsos and legs are genuine from the set, but what I've done is that I want as much diversity as possible in my spectators. So they've all got, different hands and heads and hair and whatnot to kind of really make a diverse audience, except for the villains. All the villains, that's the kind of the original, the way the original minifigure looks with the helmet and just plain expression, because in the movie, they are all clones of each other, essentially.
Very cool. I see you have very good lighting. Can you tell us how you wired all that into the MOC?
So all of the lighting is from Bling Bling Bricks. He's here. I bought all of it from him. A lot of it is just it's a 1x4 Lego that has LED lights in it. I didn't make them. I bought them from him, and he builds these in such a way that they can all be daisy chained. So if you were to be able to look behind here, there's a ton of wires, but it all comes down to 2 connection points. And then I hook it up to a USB battery pack in the back, and then it all lights up. Then there's also, these are separate, 2 light things, like a single light on a wire. Those I have to do a little bit differently, but it all comes together. I still plan to add more lighting. I want to get into EL wire, that wire that lights up. I want to add lighting to the light trails here, because in the movie these light trails glow. So as you can kind of even see on the box, there's kind of a glow effect to the light cycles. So I still want to add some more lighting to this. I just wasn't able to get it done in time for this show.
Okay, this MOC is amazing. Would you like to tell us anything else before we end?
As I've already said, I'm a huge fan of the movie. It's great to see. It's going to be interesting. This is the first show that this is going to be at, so it's going to be interesting to see who responds to it. I think this is going to be a case of people my age are going to get it, and I think the younger kids are going to be like, "What's that?" Because this is kind of beyond their age. But at least hopefully they'll be impressed by it. But I'm very happy to get it. I got nominated, so hopefully I'll win.
Thank you very much for your time.
Sure.